Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome back to Unconventional Counseling. Thank you so much for being here. Our videos this week are going to be a little bit later than what they've been looking like maybe this past month or so, because when I got to when I started to sit down, or I started to imagine posting. We're in Pisces season, bear with me. When I started to imagine posting and sitting down to do the thing this past weekend, I kept finding so much resistance. I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to do things. I just want to rest. I just want to be. And this past weekend that we had was the tail end of Aquarius season. And Aquarius is fixed air, and the moon on Saturday and Sunday was in Gemini, which is mutable air. So it was a very logic-driven type of weekend. Every time I wanted to do something and action something, I heard my inner child say, I don't wanna. It felt very much like a temper tantrum of crossed arms, like, I don't wanna, and you're not gonna make me. And so I listened. I decided to listen. I decided to take it as a sign that I just needed a break. And I was hopeful that I would be able to keep posting. I don't really know what all is going on in terms of creating and co-creating this platform with Spirit. I'm really trying to surrender and just do what I say I'm gonna do and follow through and just see what happens after that, Try not to control too much. Try not to control too much in this experience that we have here. And this past weekend was a portal, right? So we're going from Aquarius season, moon in Gemini, to today when the sun is in Pisces. It's Pisces season, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm a water sign. I love Pisces energy. Hopefully I'll remember to talk about Pisces energy specifically because it is wonderful in so many ways. So the sun is in Pisces and the moon is in Cancer today. So it's a very intuitive, very moody, very emotional, very watery, very magical type of energy that we're being introduced to today, inducted into today. And this is the energy that's going to take us through our week to the full moon in Virgo. So if you're finding that it's hard for you to find your flow, like maybe you, like me this past weekend, are feeling like, I don't want to do that. I feel like I have too many responsibilities. I don't want to move on that thing. I just want a break. If you can, see if you can take it easy today and maybe tomorrow as the week just kind of like, see if you can ease into your week this week. Or you might be finding that it's pretty easy actually to find your flow and you're just kind of like zapping through things and it feels like time is moving faster, things are moving faster, you're feeling maybe more productive than you usually do. Know that you're on your flow. You've kind of locked into your groove. Go with it, celebrate it, be with it. Try not to attach to it because this week the energies are going to keep shifting. They're going to keep changing. Pisces energy is something hitting you in your dreams and you waking up maybe in a bad mood or really confused because there was just so much symbolism and you don't know what it means. Or there are memories coming up from past instances that might be pretty traumatic or painful. Or there might be a lot of body aches. Pisces is connected to everything. It's also connected to the feet. So if you're somebody who likes to move around a lot, you might be finding that your ankles and your feet are actually needing more TLC than typical. So be with yourself, be with your body, take your time, try to find your flow. And if your flow feels hard to find, try to give yourself grace. Other people might be extra sleepy. People might be kind of out of it. It might seem like people are daydreaming a bit more, or they're just like not as present. They might literally look more sleepy. People might be late to meetings or collaborations that you're doing. So if you can, try to find some grace for them And if you can't find grace for them, if that's really difficult for you, try to find grace for yourself. You know, you were the one waiting. You were the one that's offering this space or facilitating this thing. You were the one that maybe is responsible to the collaboration or trying to hold space for the meeting, or you were ready to show up. Hold some grace for you. Like, that really sucks, you know, to be ready and to find your own flow and to feel like things are a bit disjointed because you're working with other people and they haven't found their flow and they're off right now. Conversely, maybe you're extra sleepy, maybe you're late to things, maybe you're pretty forgetful about things that you have previously committed to at this time. As much as you can, try to offer yourself grace. If you have people that are around you that you love and that are just really kind to you, often try to ask for grace or reassurance from them so you don't have to do it all yourself. You know, we're just gonna try to take it easy as much as we can. We're gonna try to flow and find flow and try to notice when flow is not possible and things are a little off and wonky. And, you know, with posting feeling like something I didn't want to do this past weekend, I was reminded of the tarot readers that I've kind of spiritually grown up with on YouTube. And there would be times that I would, you know, be following them, be watching something, and they would apologize. They would apologize to their viewers for posting late or for missing, you know, a few weeks or a few days or a month or so. And at the time when I would watch them, I'd be like, why are they apologizing? Like, that's so curious. Like, of course, they're a whole person. Like, they have a life. Like, things probably came up. Maybe it was the internet. Like, whatever happened, things happen, right? You know, it was very easy for me to offer grace because I felt like I was getting so much from what they were doing and what they were offering. And I saw it as an offering, and I was just so grateful. Now that I'm on this end, now that I am intending to post more consistently and co-create this platform and build this platform with Spirit and with you, I get it. I get it in a different way. I'm like, oh, there are people here. There are people that are showing up to this video at this time on this platform. They're investing their time. They're investing their energy. You're investing your intention, you know, and all of my subscribers are super loyal. Thank you. You know, y'all will subscribe and just stay. So if I'm not posting, it's just kind of like, yeah, Ada will be back. There's plenty of stuff in the library if I want to find anything. And I'm just really grateful. I'm really grateful to get to build this and create regularly and to create things that y'all are interested in watching and interested in receiving, and that you get things from it, you know, that it supports you in some way on your journeys. And so I too would like to apologize. But first, I'm going to apologize to myself because I made a very loose intention to post more consistently. I didn't really like sit down with myself and say, this is what I want to do, and these are the times that I'm going to carve out to do this thing. And when I do that, when I do actually write something down and say I'm going to do it, and when I do carve out the time and put it in my schedule, I do it. I create it. I am consistent with it for the most part, unless something shifts in here and I need to change something. So I've kind of been like flying by the seat of my pants and not being as planful as I actually really secretly like being, you know. I have a Virgo moon and Mars. I love planning, but I resist it. I resist it quite a bit. So that's a growth edge for me. There's something that makes things easier for me that I like doing, and I don't do it with regularity. I have to remind myself. I have to go on journeys and be like, what was missing here? Oh, a plan. Well, thankfully I know how to do those, right? So I'm apologizing to myself for not creating a plan and therefore following a plan, and kind of letting myself down a bit by not doing the thing that I loosely said I was gonna do, post with more consistency. And I'm gonna offer myself forgiveness because I didn't make a plan. So there was no way I could have just did this thing out of thin air with so much ease. That's pretty new to do it in this way. So I forgive me. I'm sorry and I forgive me. And I want to apologize to you. You know, you might be offering me so much grace. You might be like, Ada, it's fine. We get it. You know, we're thankful that you do things. If so, thank you. Thank you so much. But also we're in relationship, and we're in relationship in this very unique way. And I said in some ether sort of way that I was gonna create this and I was gonna build this. And if I build this, I'm inviting you in. And I get to be consistent at it, and I get to take myself seriously, and I get to take this creative project seriously. And by taking it seriously, I mean just offering it my heart. You know, I get to offer this platform my heart, and therefore I get to offer you all my heart. So I apologize for keeping my heart a little bit closed off into myself. And I intend to share more of my heart and to share more consistently. And I'm really grateful that you're here and you're subscribed, because you're going to get to receive this beautiful, heartful blessing that is my really precious heart. Thank you so much for receiving. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And the rest of our videos this week are going to be a little late, but I'm going to get on them today. So I'll see you really soon. Bye.